I see a beautiful potential that just needs a firmer hand. Oh no, Doctor, what are you gonna do with me with your firm hands? Let's try this again, shall we? That cute little dimple of his is doing things to my heart. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and a while ago I played a game by this developer called Survive Mean. But today I'd like to play a demo of a game from the same developer called Specimen of Yan. The admission forms calls it uncontrollable hostility. When I was first brought to the state hospital, I fought with every ounce of survival instinct left in my body. Hey, I told him that I had 30 years of pent-up rage. I bit, I spat, I screamed until my throat tasted like hot copper and I could no longer feel my vocal cords. I tore at the heavy restraints, thrashing against the cold leather until my wrists bled. To the state medical board, I wasn't a human being undergoing a crisis. I was to be discarded. A malfunctioning machine that refused to be calibrated. So they shuffled me away. I was passed along by terrified nurses and bruised orderlies who hated the very sight of me. Every ward wanted me gone. Every doctor signed the transfer papers without even looking me in the eye, until my reputation grew dark. Eventually, I became someone else's problem. A problem that required a specific kind of solution. I was transferred here. This place. The asylum of Yan. One could call it the Yan Asylum. Go away, you're not supposed to be here yet. Anyway. It is a private, heavily fortified facility, nestled deep within the overgrown gray valleys where the sun rarely pierces the perpetual fog, and governing in it is Dr. Min Yan. Hey, keep your mouth shut. I love when developers have to, talk to their OCs and keep them in line. You be quiet, you. This is my story. This is your life. You're gonna act the way I want you to. And the OC's like, no. I didn't even say anything. You're thinking too loud. You're no fun. Whatever. Anyway. A man whose name is spoken only in anxious whispers behind the closed doors of medical conventions. Notorious for his highly unorthodox, creative treatments. They say the man has never lost a single patient, but the rumors omit the most terrifying truth. No one ever leaves to tell the tale. Well, today's gonna be different. Cold. The first sensation that claws its way back into my mind is the biting, unforgiving cold of the damp concrete beneath my back. My eyelids feel heavy, glued shut with dried sweat, tears, and grime. When I try to roll over, a sharp, heavy metallic rattle echoes off the walls. Am I already chained up? Well, I am a menace. I am a menace. Chains? No. Thick iron cuffs are clamped tightly around my wrists and ankles. My body splayed out on a tiled metal examination table, completely immobile. I tilt my head down just enough to realize my restraints leave absolutely no room for leverage. Min has seen all the things I've survived and escaped from, and he's like, nope, not this time. He's like, no, not in my house. Well, funnel cake. Suddenly, a heavy, echoing sound cuts through the low ambient of the facility's pipes. A steel security door has just been unlocked at the end of the corridor. Footsteps. Slow, rhythmic, agonizingly deliberate. The sharp click of polished dress shoes advances towards me, and a figure steps into my blurred field of vision. Hello, doctor. Unlucky for you, I have a thing for doctors. I've actually got a whole playlist on my YouTube channel of just about creepy doctors and mad scientists if you'd like to check it out. A white lab coat, without a single speck of dust, a calm, handsome face wearing an expression of gentle, almost fatherly concern. It's the doctor. Oh no, not the doctor. Oh, careful now. Don't thrash so hard. Those iron cuffs aren't as forgiving as the restraints at your last stop. You'll tear your skin right to the bone. Ah, well, we haven't even properly introduced ourselves yet, have we? That would be terribly rude of me. He drags a heavy metal stool across the floor. The screech of metal against concrete makes my teeth ache. He did that on purpose! He sits down right beside my head, leaning over me with a warm, placid smile. Shh, it's all right. Just breathe. Look at me. Yes, right here. Don't look at the walls. I am Dr. Yan, and you, well, you are my newest, most fascinating little project. I've been reading your file for 3 days. So I can spit at him, scream at him to let me go, stare at him in silence, beg for information. Where's the flirt option? Where's the flirt right out the gate option? I will stare at him. I just glare at him. One would think I'm attempting to burn a hole through his skull with the sheer intensity of my gaze. Ah, you're the silent kind. The best kind, really. It shows a deep intellect beneath that feral exterior. The quiet ones always have the most interesting minds to dismantle. I'll let you dismantle something else, Doctor. Okay, I'm starting to get worried about how much I like doctors. Maybe I should talk to somebody about that. Let me see. He reaches out. His fingers are surprisingly warm and firm as he locks his hand around the line of my jaw, forcing my head to stay perfectly still. Yes, the chart says you bit a chunk of an Orly's thumb in Ward 4. Splendid effort, really. Gorgeous muscular tension in the jaw. Such a feral, untamed spirit. But you see, that's exactly why you're here. The other doctors gave up on you because they lack vision. They see a broken machine and want to scrap it, to lock it away in a padded box to rot until its gears rust. I look at you and, well, I see a beautiful potential that just needs a firmer hand. Oh no, Doctor, what are you going to do with me with your firm hands? I'm sorry. I'll stop. I won't stop. I will not stop. He turns slightly, wheeling a stainless steel medical tray closer to the table. Silver instruments, scalpels, speculums, syringes, and long, thin tweezers clink together softly. Now, let's look over your chart one more time, shall we? He picks up a clipboard, flipping through the pages with a relaxed, domestic air, as if he were reading a morning newspaper over coffee. Diagnosed with severe intermittent little biscuit disorder. The fun? Stop! I'm only messing with you. You don't seem to appreciate my sense of humor. My apologies. You don't seem very sorry. He's not. Me from the last game talking to me in this game, he does not. He will keep going. In fact, he's going to get worse. And you would be right. I'm skeptical of the medical board's diagnosis. They seem to just love their big words. To me, you're simply a prey who's trying to survive in a world of ferals. You scream, you fight, you run. That is but a mechanism your mind has conjured up in order to protect you, which may be necessary, or it may not. My job is to fix that regardless. To fix you. Gently, of course. Go to heck, Doctor. Or, I'm not sick, they threw me in here because I fought back. Or, please let me go, I'll be good. Again, where is the flirt button? Where's the, why don't you give me a full body analysis, Doctor? And then he just sends me to a therapist. I'm not sick. They threw me in here because I fought back, yeah. I tried to tell them I have 30 years of pent-up rage, and they didn't believe me. I'm not sick. They abused me in there. I was defending myself. The classic defense mechanism. Delusions of persecution. It's all right. You don't have to lie to me. I see right through you. I pull against the chains again, the iron biting deep into my wrists, leaving fresh, raw streaks of red against the dull metal. Why the long face? You should be grateful, truly. This treatment isn't cheap. I've developed a brand new protocol specifically for cases as passionate as yours. A permanent cure for your anger. Dr. Yan leans closer, his lab coat brushing against my bare shoulder. His voice drops to a hushed whisper that makes my skin crawl. It's a simple corrective. A tiny little organism. A parasite, to be precise. Discovered it myself in the deep trenches of the southern marshes, with some additional biochemical reengineering. Once introduced, it migrates straight down to the optic nerve, nestling itself right into your prefrontal cortex. It feeds exclusively on adrenaline and high-stress hormones. The angrier you get, the hungrier it gets, nibbling away at the exact neural pathways that make you want to fight back. Within a month, you'll be as docile as a newborn. Wouldn't that be nice? No more fighting the world. No more agonizing pain. Just perfect, empty peace. I don't like this plan, Doctor. My blood runs cold. The sheer insanity of his words hits me like a tidal wave. This isn't medicine. This is a lobotomy via a disgusting creature. And the centipede in the jar is like, offended? Who are you calling disgusting? No, you're insane. You can't put something inside my head. Get away from me! Somebody help! Not saying that so loud, so my neighbors don't think I'm in trouble. He sighs, seeming to be genuinely disappointed. He's like, "Oh, I wanted to put the worm in your brain." Shucks. Oh, don't be like that. I was genuinely hoping you'd cooperate. Refusal is such an ungrateful gesture. And unfortunately, it leaves me with very limited options. I dislike being forced to use harsh measures. That wasn't harsh measures. He turns back to the tray. He turns to the jar and goes, "Maybe next time, Sasha." I watch in horror as he picks up a small dark glass vial and a heavy metallic syringe with a thick blunt needle. The sound of the dark, viscous liquid being drawn into the chamber is truly sickening. Oh, you see this syringe? Inside is a highly concentrated chemical compound I call the solace. If you choose not to accept my little friends, I will inject this into your central line right now. It doesn't put you to sleep. No, it's much more thorough than that, I'm afraid. It dissolves your nervous system from the inside out while you remain perfectly, agonizingly awake. It is a slow, excruciating death, a true waste of such a gorgeous specimen, like you. But I cannot have a violent patient disrupting my ward. He steps closer, holding the gleaming needle directly above my neck. Well, at least it's not going in my eye. Dr. Yan slowly lowers the syringe to my neck, though he keeps it hovering close enough for me to feel the coldness against my skin. The sharp grin softens back into that warm, terrifyingly gentle expression. He then looks down at my trembling form, tilting his head with an air of indulgence. You see, I'm not a monster. A monster would not have given you a choice. Your chart says you are completely beyond help, but I look at you and I choose to see potential. I choose to grant you a second choice. Let's try this again, shall we? That cute little dimple of his is doing things to my heart. I know you're clever. So, let us see if that sharp mind of yours can outweigh your irrational anger. He lightly taps the glass cylinder of the syringe with his fingernail. A sharp, clear tink echoes through the damp cell. Do we try, my little friends, or do I empty this syringe into your veins? The choice is entirely yours. I believe in patient autonomy, after all. What is your decision, my dear? Thank you for playing the free demo. The paid full version will be available on itch.io soon. Shut up and take my money! Hello, my dear. I am Father. I'm not exactly sure how many people actually check the About page, but if you're here, thank you. This game was created as self-indulgence for me, my partner, and to share with my community of like-minded people who love my characters/personas. I grew up on dark romance and Dead Dove, and I am a kink enthusiast who enjoys indulging in dark/taboo fantasies in a safe and consensual environment, including fiction. And what environment is safer than playing a simple visual novel in the comfort of your own home? Many of us have personally gone through unfortunate experiences in life that may lead to us developing different types of coping mechanisms. Some of MC's thoughts in some of these scenes were based on my own experiences as well. Consuming such themes in fiction, whether it is a kink or not, is one of many harmless coping mechanisms, and people should not be ashamed for it. To those of you who have lived a comfortable life, my art may offend or be disturbing to you, but to those of you who have experienced such things, you may be drawn to my art. It may even bring you a familiar sense of comfort. That is okay. I understand the idea of feeling comforted by something so messed up all too well. That is all simply generalized, of course. Everyone is different, and you are absolutely valid to have limits, and it is important that you do not ridicule others for their limits or lack thereof. If you dislike my content, please do not force yourself to consume it and infiltrate a safe space for many. If you find comfort in my content, I welcome you to my community with open arms. I do not condone any of the actions portrayed in this game. I think that should be clear. I am wary of unhealthy coping mechanisms, but I am also one to believe that, to an extent, as long as no real person is getting hurt, any coping mechanism is valid. My content is catered for a certain audience. Anyway, if you're part of my community, played my game, and read all the... Anyway, if you're part of my community, played my game, or read through all of that, I just want to say, I'm glad you came. Please do not use this game to hurt yourself or others in any way. I know this isn't much, but help is always available here. I wish you well. Alright, so going back to the first choice in the beginning, what if I spit at him? What if I try to make him really mad? I spit at you. I spit at you, patooey. I gather what little moisture I have left in my dry mouth and spit directly towards his face. Pew! He doesn't flinch. He simply pulls a pristine silk handkerchief from his breast pocket and wipes his cheek with a soft, amused sigh. My, such language and such behavior, so early in the morning. They certainly warned me about your teeth, you know. They said you were a biter. Let me see. You know what? Go to heck, Doctor. Don't just go to heck. Go to H-E double gun. I don't need your help. Heck is merely a state of mind, my dear. And right now, your mind is creating its own inferno. I'm simply here with a jug of water. That's a good one, Doc. Not gonna lie, it's a good one. I pull against the chains again, the iron biting deep into my wrists, leaving fresh, raw streaks of red against the dull metal. He steps closer, holding the gleaming needle directly above my neck. I expect him to pause. I expect him to offer one final ultimatum, but I think I made him too mad. But he doesn't. Dr. Yan simply looks down at me, amused by my stubbornness. He shakes his head, a soft, patronizing tisk escaping his lips. Fascinating. Truly, even when staring down the barrel of your own demise, you choose to snarl. I must admit, your defiance is quite refreshing. But alas, I'm a busy man, and a disruptive canvas is merely a waste of my studio space. He steps closer. The heavy, sterile scent of his lab coat fills my senses as he leans directly over the examination table. The shadow of his figure completely swallows me. Spit in his face again, scream for help, try to yank your arms free of the chains. I spit at him again. Some spittle upon your face.
Just some spittle in your face.
I gather the last bit of moisture in my mouth and spit directly at him. It lands on the collar of his lab coat. Dr. Yan doesn't even look down to wipe it. His grin only widens. Oh no! Not only is he immune to my trolling, he is strengthened by it! Oh, saving your venom for the finale. How theatrical. Is that the only other defense mechanism you have? He raises his left hand, his warm fingers wrapping around my jaw once more, locking my head in place with a strong grip. I can feel the steady, calm pulse of his thumb pressing against my throat. With his right hand, he positions the heavy syringe directly over my central jugular line. You know, most people think that dying is a sudden departure. One click and then everything goes black. But my little formulation, well, it treats it like an art form. It's a slow, methodical disassembly of everything you are. You will feel every single line of communication between your brain and your flesh snap. One by one. Beg him to stop? Curse his name? Why, let me spit at him again. Let me spit again. I ain't begging. I came too far. I'm too aggressive to beg. I curse your name. I curse it. I hope you rotten HE double gun. I hope someone does this to you. You're a sick monster. Such harsh words for the only man who's willing to spend his morning trying to fix you. You really are quite ungrateful, aren't you? Now, don't close your eyes. I want you to be fully present for the experience. Breathe in. Now I could squeeze my eyes shut, but I'm gonna bite him. Nyah! I snap my jaws forward, trying to sink my teeth into his fingers. But his grip is too precise, his thumb forcing your mouth to hang open. No biting the staff. That is precisely the kind of behavior that brought you to my table in the first place. The tension in the room snaps. With a quick, precise motion, he stabs. Eat! What's the matter, Doc? Did I make you upset? The thick needle pierces straight through the skin of my neck, plunging directly into my central line. Before I can even register the physical puncture, Dr. Yan forcefully drives the plunger down, emptying the syringe directly into my bloodstream. For one blissful, deceptive second, there is nothing but an eerie, freezing numbness spreading outward from my throat. Then, the fire erupts. Ooh. It feels as though liquid acid is being pumped through my veins under maximum pressure. The compound floods my system, immediately attacking your central nervous system. I try to scream, but my vocal cords instantly freeze. Oh, seize. They instantly seize. See, it might be cool if they freeze, but no, they seize, which is even worse. He checks his pocket watch. his voice echoing as if from a distance. Ah, there it goes. Beautiful. Your muscles are firing all at once. Can you feel it? Oh, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it. I can. My spine arches completely off the metal table, my back rigid as every single muscle group in my body contracts with painful force. The metal of the bed rattles violently, not from my own volition, but from my body's uncontrollable spasms. It's suffocating. I can't think. Dr. Yan leans over me, his face inches from mine, inspecting the rapid dilation of my pupils with fascination. Your brain is sending frantic symbols to your limbs to move, but the pathways are melting away. And now, the best part, the lungs. Ugh. My chest is locked tight. It feels like a massive lead anvil has been dropped directly onto my ribs. I try to exhale, but my diaphragm is entirely unresponsive. Ooh. My mind panics, screaming terror inside my skull as my brain realizes it's suffocating. Yet I remain perfectly, agonizingly awake. Wow, Doc, this sure is doing every single thing that you said it would. Dr. Yan reaches out, his gloved hand gently smoothing down my hair, a deeply disturbing gesture of comfort as I suffocate right in front of him. Shh. Don't fight it. It only makes the panic worse. Just let the silence take over. 3 minutes. 4 minutes. Yes, right on schedule. Your heart should begin to... My vision begins to vignette. The sound of the facility's pipes fades away. The sight of Dr. Yan's calm, smiling face begins to dissolve into a blur. My heart gives one final, erratic thud against my locked ribs, and the dark consumes me completely. My final words, "You mad? You mad, Doc? Why you mad, though?" Death ending. The Defiant. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. I think you offended him. I did it on purpose. Just a little, though. Why don't you try again? Maybe a little nicer this time. No! Niceness is for the last playthrough when it comes to Dr. Yan. Alright, going back to that very last, I don't think anything different happens. I think I'm still gonna get a stabby stab in the necky neck anyway, but what if I squeeze my eyes shut? I clamp my eyes shut, trying to retain comfort from the darkness of my own mind. I hear his soft, disappointed sigh close to my ear. Disobedient to the very end. Me! His hand travels to my neck, the sudden force jerking my eyes open once again. I'm not fond of disobedience. It's probably not going to do anything, but what if I beg him to stop? What if I go, "Please, Mr. Handsome Doctor, don't do the stabby stab in my necky neck"? Wait, please. I changed my mind. I'll take the parasite. Just put the needle down. Dr. Yan pauses for a fraction of a second, his grin turning eerily sweet. Oh, sweetheart, we are far past the point of clinical consent. A patient who lies out of fear is an unstable element in my ward. I prefer a permanent solution. Now, don't close your eyes. I want you to be fully present for the experience. Why? ¿Por qué? Pourquoi? For what purpose, sir? Why are you doing this to me? His expression softens into something deeply patronizing, like a father explaining the harsh reality to a child. Or perhaps, more so, a god to its creation. Because you are broken, my dear. And when one cannot be salvaged, it must be discarded. Now, don't close your eyes. I want you to be fully present for the experience. Why would I scream for help? There's no one here. What is a nurse going to bust down the door and be like, Dr. Yan, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to be doing creepy experiments on the patients again? Scream for help. What good will it do? Help. Someone help me. He's killing me. Please. Help. Police. Murder.
Police. Murder.
My screams bounce uselessly off the concrete walls, swallowed by the thick lining of the building. Dr. Yan tilts his head, listening to the echo as if it were a pleasant piece of classical music. Oh, you are dastardly, sir. Such marvelous lung capacity. Doc, you want me to sing? I will sing. I will sing for you. You want me to sing Single Ladies by Beyonce for you? I will sing for you. It really is a pity that they will no longer be of use soon enough. Ah! Try to yank your arms free from the chains. I also don't think that's gonna work. I thrash against the metal table, the heavy iron cuffs tearing into my flesh. The metallic clanging is frantic, desperate, and futile. Dr. Yan watches my struggles with the detached curiosity of a boy watching a butterfly pinned to a board. Keep tearing yourself apart. Let that adrenaline pump through your veins. It will help the serum travel faster once it enters your stream. Continuing to go to my other previous choices. What if I go, please let me go, I'll be good. Come on now, me, I've been passed around from place to place. Please let me go. Please just let me go. I promise, I'll be good. I'll do whatever they want. Oh, you want to be good? I know you do. But promises made under chains are futile. We need something more permanent. There's no winning with this guy. Alright, we've made it all the way back to the first set of choices. Scream at him to let you go. Let me go, you psycho. That's probably the nicest thing anyone's ever called him. You can't keep me here. Why, me in the game, yes he can. My voice cracks, echoing violently off the concrete walls. Such a powerful voice. But completely wasted down here, I'm afraid. No one can hear you through 3 feet of concrete and earth, my dear. The building is a stronghold, constructed specifically for the purpose of keeping visitors out. And patients like you, in. You could scream for a century, and only I would hear. Let me see. Alright, do we get anything if we beg for information? Anything at all? Anything? A crumb of information. Where am I? What are you going to do to me? Dr. Yan tilts his head, his expression softening into something deeply patronizing, yet almost sweet. You are in a safe place now. A place where your illness can no longer hurt the people around you, or yourself. Let me see. Do we try, my little friends, or do I empty this syringe into your veins? The choice is entirely yours. I believe in patient autonomy, after all. What is your decision, my dear? You know, after going through that syringe thing, I'm kind of curious as to how the centipedes will work. Now keep in mind, this game is made for players over the age of 18 and will contain disturbing content. Please read all the warnings and take a break if you're feeling overwhelmed. And of course, if you would like to watch me play more amazing visual novels with questionable doctors, please peruse around my channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, because that really does help out my channel. It helps it grow and get out to more people, and it gets us closer to 100,000 subscribers. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.